Ever since he was a small kid, Guy Robb has been a fighter.
Well, he was a rough and tumble kid. He's usually protecting somebody else.
With a penchant for altercations.
I was like maybe 15, 16, riding with my sister, and she's pretty crazy herself. And she started having words with somebody.
Helping somebody else out. Like, for instance, he'd go after the neighborhood bully.
Next thing I know, we're in the street fighting, and I'm doing all right. I'm sticking and moving. But then this guy got a hold of me, and when he got a hold of me, I realized, it's a man. This ain't no teenager or this is a grown man, and he started overpowering me.
Somebody was getting wronged, he would show up.
I think when we were getting back up, I got lucky and I caught him perfect, and he fell down. And when he fell down, I jumped all over him. But I realized that I almost really got, he slammed my head on the ground and everything. I realized that, that could have been bad. It was fun, but it could be dangerous.
It wasn't where I was like, hey, you're causing trouble. It was like, oh, okay.
His dad knew there was a better way to release his aggression, so he turns to his longtime friend and co-worker.
I expressed to Ray that I had a son that he might be willing to take a look at if possible.
Young kids are always getting into the fights and stuff, and that he really needs somebody to take him under their wing and teach him how to box and let him get into something more positive, instead of street fighting. I said, well, I'll bring him to me. I gave him a talk. I told him, don't waste my time. And he didn't waste my time. He took to it, boxing like a fish to water.
I was about 17 years old, had about 25 fights, and I did pretty good, but I quit. I walked away from it, and, I wanted to hang out. I wanted to, be a kid, I guess.
His desire to return to the street put a halt to his amateur career.
And hook right hand.
Something that his trainer knew all too well.
Sometimes things get in the way. My younger son, Miss Ryan, went out and partied just one night. Some friends gave him some ecstasy, and overheated his brain, and then he had a stroke, and that was the end of him.
I was kind of doing the wrong stuff, hanging around the wrong people. I ended up getting my girlfriend pregnant, and I had to start hustling and make, so we could have money, start saving money. But I was bringing a lot of negative stuff around, around myself, a lot of habits and people.
Those bad habits became second nature.
Ended up in jail overnight and just never being home, and it was kind of getting to a point where it was shredding our relationship. And I kind of tortured her the whole pregnancy. But when she got real big, about ready to pop, it was like epiphany. I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew how to do it.
He called and told me he wanted to come back, and that his girlfriend was pregnant. I said, well, man, it's time for you to go to work.
Back to work they went.
That's night-night. Good night. Good night.
We got busy quick. We got straight into it.
I say, if you don't want to fight amateur anymore, let's go pro, and we take it nice and slow. Hook up, hook down, hook back up.
I had my debut real fast. First round knockout.
I preach it all the time. Leverage and speed brings the power. We work on clean punches. I don't want him throwing caution to the wind. I want him to land the shot clean and where they're supposed to go.
Each fight is showing improvement, but I'm never really satisfied.
He's a good student, and he tries anything I tell him to do, he'll do it.
Whatever he say goes. I'll kick a raging pit bull in the nuts. He better be neutered, because my foot is gonna be implanted right there.
Now slip the jab, right hand, hook right hand. Slip the jab. And I figure in about 3 years, he should be ready for a title shot if he's well and healthy and still in it.
To make this a career, you have to have some deep anger, maybe even some self-hate, This is pretty brutal sport, career-wise. But at the same time, it's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much you got to overcome.
His next fight was just 5 months later.
I had to go cash my check. I cashed it. And I kind of been broke since. But I'm happy now because I'm not, you know, I'm thinking about big picture. I'm making goals, you know what I'm saying? I'm almost done with my AA. We got the bachelor, we need the master, and then we're going for the doctor. So, you know, it's all in process.
He remains a full-time student with a newfound appreciation for his family.
My mother, my father, my sisters and all them, you know, I was never home or nothing like that. And the whole boxing just switched everything around. When I leave the gym, I go and get my son and my girlfriend. She takes off to school. You know, she's doing her thing. She's striving. We're striving together. You know, everybody's striving together, and we all support each other. My life is beautiful right now, and I'm still down here. I'm still trying to make it even brighter.
We talk about women, friends, skeezers. That's going to be trying to if he managed to get up on top. All kinds of people gonna come after him. We talk about that a lot.
And then some people even make it to the top, make the money, become world champion, and then they blow it when they're up there, when they're on top of the mountain, and they come falling, crashing down.
If things happen wrong, he allows things to happen, it's on him. He's been taught. He's been told, you know.
You gotta be prepared because there's gonna be a bumpy road. It's gonna be a journey. You know, they're my mentors, so I listen to them. Everything they kicking out, you know, I take it in. We're heading down the right path. But we're climbing. We're climbing the ladder still.
I think he has the ability to become a world champion, and that's what you want. That's what you want. You want your champion.
This ain't no guarantee, you know, boxing's no guarantee, but, you know, what I was doing wasn't no guarantee, it was day by day. This is more, you know, positive.
He wants to do it. He has all the qualities that a champion should have.
If you think you're gonna beat a champ and have money and have things and live nice, then you gotta be like that mentally. Not then, but right now.
Look out.
His trainer finally summed it up for us.
Next 3 years, I think Sacramento might have another world champion. He wants to fight. He wants to fight, and I want him to box more. Use that jab, move around, you know, and break the guy down some, you know, slow him down. Then we can go inside. Like I told him a long time ago, get him drunk first, then go mug him.